What's up?
Hi, are we like vlogging?
Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself to the vlog?
Hey, what's my name?
Obviously, Sugar and Tangerines.
Oh yeah, I'm Sugar and Tangerines, and we're gonna go on a big adventure. And it is our first adventure together, and we are bringing a 3-year-old. And this is gonna be a lot of fun. And it's also exciting because our guide is gonna take care of us. You said you are, so we're just gonna go along.
What up, YouTube? Welcome to the Lecture Fan vlog. We did one little video yesterday, so last night was Thursday night. We did a bunch of packing. We're ready to go. We're going up onto the Boulder River, either Hicks Park or Hell's Canyon. I'm not sure yet. We've got all the stuff ready to pack. It's going to be another awesome long YouTube video on the Lecture Fan channel. Camping in Montana in the summer. That's how we do it. This is what the back of the truck looks like. There's Sugar and Tangerines. What's up? That's the update. It's Friday about noon or 1. We're about to take off, about 3.5 hour drive. Peace.
It's like being in a whole nother world, isn't it?
It is. All right, so we're here on the main Boulder Road. Lecture Fan's back with the vlog. It's been a couple hours. Sugar and Tangerines and I have been chatting. Look at how, come here, check this out. Look at how green that looks on the,
That's incredible.
look at how green that looks behind me.
Yeah, it's like we're in another country, seriously,
Yeah.
once we got off the interstate.
So then Sugar here couldn't find her phone. Then we just found it and you found it.
I found it. It was a success.
How happy are you that you found it?
So happy.
But then we got out here and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. It's so quiet out here. And I was just like, I feel like we're up in the mountains already. It's just so relaxing. It's so good for the soul.
It smells better. It looks
Smells
better.
good.
It feels better. Everything's better.
I agree. So that's the update. I'll let you probably next update once we're at the campground.
All right, we're standing. Smells so good. It feels so good. The water, the air.
We made it. The campsite number 8 in Hicks Park Campground. All right, folks, we're back. We got the entire camp set up. I got it all on time lapse too, which is sweet. Check this out. Here's the tent situation. I got a tarp laid down and then in front so you can kind of walk on that tarp and not have to walk on the dirt. You can see there's a lot of water around here, really wet still. Obviously Memorial Day weekend, still very early. And then there's the fire. That's where we're going. This is where the time lapse is, right here. And I just made it do the time lapse video, so I was about to watch it and check. All right, so we just watched the time lapse. What did you think of the time lapse?
The time lapse was amazing. We were all busy and doing our jobs, and we got the campsite set up in record time.
What did you say that we looked like?
We look like busy ants.
I agree.
Everyone had their job.
Yeah. So there was the time lapse. Now we're gonna go take a walk down to the river. This is gonna be the Boulder River coming right up.
Woohoo! All right, John.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Uh-oh, I felt a raindrop. Oh no. Look at these clouds and it's raining on us. That's so weird. Like 1 or 2 drops when the cloud is just barely there. It's just a tiny little, yeah, tiny little cloud just spitting on us.
Well, the weather's moving that way, so.
Totally is.
That way clear.
Yeah, that's interesting. Holy cow. This river's out of control. That's the way of the Gulf Stream. Look at this river. Holy cow. People are like, oh wow, they're probably like, oh wow, that's right. The weather does come from the west and that is the Gulf Stream. Cool.
People want to know about the Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
Wow, the water is so pretty. If it wasn't so fast, I would sit on that rock and put my toes in.
Yeah, I still might, like over here maybe. Or maybe on that rock.
Yeah.
tomorrow when it's hot.
Wouldn't that be like just the perfect spot to put your little piggies in?
It would be. Look at that tree. Holy cow. The tree is gnarly. Oh, you just got sap on your fingers probably.
It smells so good though.
Ew, now it's gonna be all sticky.
It's okay, it smells really good.
It's not okay. That's a nightmare scenario.
It's like natural essential oils.
No.
Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Who is Mary Catherine Gallagher?
Sometimes when she gets nervous, she sticks her fingers in her armpits and she smells them like this.
No. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Who is it?
It's the character.
On what show? On a TV show? Oh, okay. Whoa, there's pieces of, there's like logs floating down the river right here. Like huge logs. That was crazy. Oh, that's a cool butterfly. Is that a monarch?
Yeah.
No way, is it?
No, it's a moth, but it looks like one.
It looks like a monarch.
But I think it's a moth.
Yeah, that is a moth. It's pretty cool though. Yeah, look at this huge jam right here.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. This is like totally flooding right here. This is all flooded out. You should normally be able to walk right here. This is literally like, I think, usually a trail and you can walk over here. Okay, so this, I was really interested in a specific thing, which is coming up here on the Boulder River on Memorial Day weekend 2018, which is why I left work, worked a half day today, got off and left town at noon and got up here around 3 or 4 p.m. On the drive up, we drove through 2 different official campgrounds, or maybe just one. Nobody was there at all, period. It was totally empty in 6 or 7 campsites. But then as you come up the Boulder River, there's a bunch of individual campsites, like single spots along the road, which is really cool because you're not in an official campground. They're not gonna have any neighbors or anything. So there was maybe 5 of those, 4 or 5 of those, and those were all full and all taken. But then we got up here, which is the Hicks Park campground, and I think there's 1 person down that way, right? There's 1 person down that way, but this, for example, is the campsite right next to us. And so while we're just out here walking around, this one is just kind of chilling here. This one's actually not bad. This is a super cozy campsite here. But the point is it's empty, which I think is kind of crazy because it's Memorial Day weekend and it's Friday at 6 or 7 p.m. and there's still campsites up here. So,
however, typically what's the weather in Montana on Memorial Day weekend?
Probably rainy.
Yeah.
But so do you think people aren't up here because it's possibly going to rain?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why on earth do so many people say, oh my gosh, you're going camping Memorial Day weekend, like good luck finding a spot?
That's a good question. I think people will say either thing. Either you're going camping, it always rains Memorial Day weekend, or they'll say good luck finding a spot because it's a popular holiday. I think Labor Day is more popular than Memorial Day.
Yeah. Wait, what month is Labor Day?
September.
September, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's just like an old wives' tale about it raining every Memorial Day. Okay. Well, anyways, that's the point. Oh, and look at that. Somebody's driving through right as I was saying that. This is the only other person we've seen. It's the only person to come driving through. So, but it's been really nice though. We have this entire, there's like a pretty big area all to ourselves. But frankly, that's why I wanted to come up here, is because I figured it might be a little bit more remote and fewer people. I don't want a flower.
You need one in your lookout.
Oh my goodness. How did you put it in there? Oh, it's in the...
Yeah. Very nice. Tennessee.
That is hilarious. Okay. Look at that mountain right there with the snow still up there. Looks beautiful.
With the red at the top.
It's totally red up there, yeah. I wonder what kind of rocks those are, how old they are, what they're made of.
Some iron in them or something that makes it red.
Wow, this is pretty cool to have your fire right by the river too, like this.
Really nice, but look how close that water is.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's like flooding. You can't actually walk down there where you normally can. Looks awesome.
Catching the leaves across the
aspen. It's awesome. I love that lighting. Doesn't get any better than this. Oh, there's an information sign up here, so let's go check this out. Whoa, it's like totally flooded. Holy cow, look at this. This campground is legitimately flooded right now. Can't even get to the restroom. All right, so food, fireworks, shoot, no discharge of firearms within 150 yards of a developed recreation site, occupied area, across or on a road or a body of water. Wow, so you can't be anywhere, a road or body of water. So you can't be anywhere near water or roads to shoot guns. Campsite must be occupied first night, cannot be left unattended over 24 hours thereafter. Wanted, your campfire dead out. No garbage service, please pack it out. Courtesy, keep mountain solitude, keep noise to a minimum. If you pack it in, pack it out. Leave a clean camp. Yeah, so this is amazing that there's nobody up here. There's literally one other person. 15 and 16 are pretty cool spots. Right by the river.
It feels so nice. Doesn't it feel so nice?
Oh, it couldn't be better. It's like 70 degrees. There's just water everywhere.
Perfect.
There's little mountain streams. Upside down trailhead.
It feels so good.
Does it?
Yeah.
So does mine. And the sun is out. That sun is just beating down.
Yeah. Perfect. This is a nice time of day.
Oh, this is a great time of day. About an hour or 2 hours before sunset. So yeah, this is the camping area for Upside Down Trailhead. And then the trail is this way. We could hike on this trail, but tomorrow. Or we could drive to a spot. I still haven't decided. We'll have to bust out the maps in a little bit. Oh wow, there's a lot of snow right up there.
Horseshoe Lake 7 miles, Rainbow Lake 10 miles.
Yep.
That's a long ways, but that would be fun.
There's no way, I don't think.
No.
But there are short, that's why I was looking. So frankly, yeah, Horseshoe Lake is 7 miles. Ideally you do a day and stay, but you could do 7 and 7 is 14 miles in one day. It's a lot.
That's a lot. So it'd be better to split it over 2 days. Yeah.
So I was looking to see if there was anything that was like a lake that was like 1 or 2 miles or even waterfalls or anything. And I don't think there is, except for there's a couple of creeks called like Falls Creek Trail that might be waterfalls. I don't know.
Okay.
So we'll have to look at the map and figure it out.
Okay.
That's the point. I'll bust out the map and put it on the video too. So this is the road up top of the campground. This is the little stream coming through that usually isn't here. It comes down this way and then you're like, whoa, 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 and then what? It's actually more water flowing in from the opposite side, going into there and then over to here. And then over here, where it just is totally flooding out over here. All right, folks, I just spent 20 minutes chopping some wood, making coffee. Let me show you this coffee setup I have over here. This is my wood chopping setup. I've been chopping wood, getting it ready to start a fire here. This is the coffee making setup. 6-gallon jug of water, Coleman camp stove, whatever this thing is called for boiling water in, kettle, coffee, French press, and then if you're a lady, you can have half and half. And that's the setup. So quick little update here. What time is it right now?
8:30.
8:30 p.m. Got the fire going. We cooked and ate dinner. I've been getting a bunch of cool time lapses. Hope you've enjoyed the time lapse. I'm getting one of the moon right now.
I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it anymore.
Here's the nice little wood pile that I've built with an American flag to
Memorial Day.
have just little small pieces of wood to throw on the fire, which is going right here with a stick I'm burning that I normally wouldn't do, but it's fine. Tent situation now has flags. Check out the flags. It's a pretty good little setup. This looks pretty cool with the tarp coming out and the flags and stuff. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I wish I could turn the time back. I miss it more than anything right now. But something tells me I should be aware. But baby, how
What up, folks? We're just sitting out here, or I'm just sitting out here by the fire by myself, enjoying it. Time lapsing with that moon up there. Got a beautiful moon up in the sky. Fairly bright, fairly bright. You can see my face and from the fire and from the moonlight. But no, we've been having a good time. Having a good time. So Sugar and Tangerines is putting the little one to bed, and I'm just hanging out here by the fire. It's fantastic. So just want to do a quick little vlog, night cap it off. See you tomorrow morning. Morning, folks. Top of the morning. We just woke up maybe an hour ago. It's probably about 9:30. I just got up, changed some new clothes, brushed my teeth. I feel much better except for this huge thing on my forehead, which is painful as all hell. I feel like a new man. And we've got water boiling. Oh, which is done.
Water flowing.
And water flowing. Yeah, this water has like increased its flow. Here's my boiling water situation. Alright, we got the map out. Probably like impossible to see on the camera. But this is Box Canyon. This is Hicks Park Campground. This is 4 Mile Trailhead, Health Canyon. So we're just I'm gonna look at this map here real quick and see where we're gonna go on a hike. Alright, so we figured out what we're gonna do. There's a trailhead just south of here, which is further up the road. South of Hicks Park, that's called Bridge Creek. And then there's Bridge Lake. And it looks like about a 3.5 mile hike to get to Bridge Lake, but it's also a 3,000 foot elevation gain, so I doubt we're gonna get it. But that's what we're gonna try for. Keep you posted. I bought an 18 pack of eggs and brought all these eggs and threw them in the cooler, and then was an idiot and threw this huge bag of ice on top of the eggs. And I noticed that some were broke. It was like all crushed over. Camping tip I should have remembered is bring your eggs in a milk carton jug like thing, already broke, no eggshells. But the cool thing is I actually tried to rescue them this morning because we're getting ready to cook, and I've got the bacon going. Check out the bacon. Can't go wrong with bacon in the woods. And then the eggs are actually okay. So we got eggs. So we're doing bacon, egg, and cheese burritos here. They're gonna be delish. I'll keep you posted. But I mean, look at this bacon. And I've got a full thing of coffee. I'm drinking water. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not dehydrated. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. We're getting ready to hike. Camping in the absaroka-beartooth, baby. All right, I forgot to say on the vlog, but this right here is a piece of cast iron I got off of Craigslist. Classic, American-made, Lodge cast iron, but it's not new because you can tell because it's got a smooth bottom. I just cooked bacon in it. We're cooking potatoes. We're doing cast iron on this tight little camp stove. All right, we're here on Bridge Creek, Trailhead, headed to Bridge Lake, and check this out. Look at all that water coming down. Pretty cool. That's a really good picture spot right there. Might have to get a picture there on the way back. Bridge Creek is really rolling.
It is really rolling. Felt really nice and cool and crispy, clear.
Yeah, it did.
Good.
Look at all this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was just about to say, here we are vlogging the Absaroka-Beartooth wilderness, and look at all this deadfall up here. It's just so much dead timber.
Yeah, it's really dry.
Yeah, this looks like it could burn pretty easily.
Very easily. It's like purpose kindling.
There's all kinds of dead trees standing too.
Yeah.
Like, what in the world? I wonder if this is all beetle kill stuff.
I bet it is. Cause look.
I made all of this lot.
Are you sure? Is that how you tell?
I'm not sure. But they are all dead and they're all very dry.
Yeah, and
falling.
it seems like there's hardly any pines up here. This seems like all spruces and firs.
Soon this forest is going to regenerate itself naturally with the forest fire.
Yep. It's just a matter of time. It looks like they've been dead a long time, you're right.
I mean, they're like perfectly dry.
Probably like at least 5 to 10 years.
I wonder if lightning hit them.
It's possible. Holy cow, look at this situation.
Like, do you think lightning hit it?
This one?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Or do you think it just, like, there was snow or rain or something and it pushed it over because it was so, like, the elements pushed it over? Or do you think it was lightning?
Looks like it could be lightning, I don't know.
That's what I think.
Oh, these are Doug firs. See? Yeah. There's Doug firs all around. Because see how they have that,
was my
that
guess,
bracket?
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I just guessed from how they're growing.
That's a pretty good guess.
Thank you.
So you could have called that was a Doug fir just by looking at it?
Yes.
How?
That was my guess.
But are you saying that not all of these are Doug firs though?
No. I don't know what the other tall and skinny ones are. But you can tell it's a fir tree, like by the needles, and then the way it's tall and skinny with the branches, the way it's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that. Wow, look at that view of that
Yeah.
canyon.
Wow. This is like what it looks like from Harrison's cabin.
Really?
Yeah. Except there's like a waterfall. And then
Nice.
you can just drive to the parking lot and hike it.
That's awesome.
Okay, we'll keep moving.
I guess these Doug firs are everywhere. I'm seeing these Douglas fir pine cones just everywhere now. I was wondering if we were going to be able to see the creek, and I guess the answer to that question is no.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be on.
Pretty beautiful up here. I love this time of year, frankly, because it's so green.
Yeah,
Coming up here in August and September is awesome too, but
dry and hot.
it's dry and hot, yeah. This is almost perfect. Now it is humid right now. That's the one thing we were noticing. Pretty darn humid. But so it's interesting being in this forest though, because it is fairly old. This is a fairly old forest, but there's nothing new coming up because it's just getting choked out by all of the dead trees. So I think it's pretty cool though still, because there are a lot of old trees. That's got to be a big spruce right there, right next to a Douglas fir. Two totally different trees standing right next to each other. All right, here's the all important sign. Figured I'd get it on video. Absaroka-beartooth wilderness. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we can make it through that.
I don't know either, the way it's crisscrossed and with the sticks and everything. Like we could probably get over this.
I think the way to do it is do this. Come up on this side. I don't, well yeah, because once you get over this, we can make it. Whoa! Check this out. It's something really cool. It's a pretty cool mushroom. Yeah, that's really cool.
Dirty.
Whoa, it looks like it's dried and like
It is.
dead. Whoops, sorry. Oh! Oh no.
Tofu.
Yeah, it is tofu. That's so weird.
Nature.
Cool. Nice. So is it actually still growing?
Yeah. They're like a hard, spongy mushroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they feel like one of those rubber balls.
Yeah, they do feel like one of those rubber balls.
There's a lot of fungus though. I've noticed about 5 different.
Yeah, that's true. We have seen a lot of different kinds of fungus.
Interesting. I've not ever seen this.
Do you think you could eat that?
Yeah. I don't think it would be very tasty. Yeah, it just smells like a real like light mushroom like you get at the store. It's kind of interesting because it's
whoa.
red.
That's weird looking.
It's kind of a rust colored. And this tree, the wood is actually quite red on the inside. So I don't know if
Yeah, you're right.
that had something to do with it.
Oh, here's a really good view of this mountain right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see how red that wood is?
Yeah, what's up with that?
The fungus that grows on the side of those trees is also very red.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's super red. I'm honestly surprised at how rough this is. I did not think it was going to be this difficult. Yeah, I read an article that said millennials are choosing vacations based on sort of what kind of Instagram photo opportunities there are. I grew up without technology, that's right. See, and my generation was like we started getting technology when we were like 17, 18. But what's interesting is like some of the oldest people on like Twitch and YouTube that are successful, that really do it, are people that are like my age, like 30 to 35. Because people older than like 30 to 35, there are some people that are like really into tech and like don't watch traditional TV, would rather watch Twitch or YouTube or something, but very few. And then the younger generation like hardly consumes any traditional media. They're always on Twitch and YouTube. And bunch of yellow flowers right there. Look at how green it is though. So those are the beartooths over there. Beartooths to our left, and Zorkies to the right. Cool part of the forest right here because there's a lot of young trees. 99% sure we're the only ones on this trail for miles because there's nobody down at the trailhead. 0 cars parked at the trailhead. And we've been hiking for a good solid mile and a half or so. Haven't seen anybody, haven't seen any trails, nothing. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Usually when you go to a trailhead parking lot, there's at least 1 or 2. But no cars whatsoever here. So I was looking at the map, and once you pop into the wilderness, maybe another mile down, you cross another creek, second creek crossing, and it's called Tuscarora Creek. And it flows into Bridge Creek, which then flows into the Boulder River, which then flows into the Yellowstone River, which then flows into the Missouri River, which then flows into the Mississippi River, which then flows into the Gulf of Mexico. That's not an easy hike right there. I'm sweating pretty good myself. We started to hear some roaring water up here, so we're wondering if it's Tuscarora Creek. But this is the far reaches of the Greater Yellowstone ecosystem. Late May 2018. This is what she looks like. Whoa.
Like little button ones.
Weird.
Yeah.
Here, get them into this light. Okay, there, that's good.
So they have interesting roots. And
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. We're almost there. We're gonna start going downhill to the creek now. Little trails like this are just perfect. I just love being out here in the wilderness when you run into trails like this where it's just nice and kind of flat and meandering through a bunch of trees like this. It's all awesome.
the right amount of shade, the right amount of sun.
I wonder what they are.
Yeah, these look like those things that you can eat.
They do. This could be like a bobcat or something. couldn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Looks kind of like cat
'Cause
poop.
yeah, and it looks like those sesame trail mix things.
Yeah, they do. Totally does.
Obviously that cat is eating a high fiber diet. But no, there was some black scat that was interesting. I don't know what kind of animal does that. It wasn't deer poo.
Maybe it was there.
It could have been. Have you ever seen that video of the bear pooping in the woods?
No.
Oh, you've got to see it. You know, there's the old adage, does a bear poop in the woods?
Right.
And then there's a video of a bear pooping in the woods, and it's like this really explosive, powerful poo. It's quite amazing.
All right, folks, I just heard the creek, Tuscarora Creek. Here it is, folks. Tuscarora. We made it. We made it. just about to do another quick vlog. It's probably like 8:30. It's really dark. It's been raining. It's raining. But I've got these taters in here going like that. That's what we're cooking, folks. A couple of T-bones. A couple of T-bones. Got a couple of T-bones right there. There's the whole setup. So we got steak and potatoes, baby. There's our taters. And I've got my headlamp on, which I haven't had to use yet, but I might. It's pretty slick. Doesn't even look a strobe. It's a lot more dark. It's a lot darker out here than it looks like on the screen. I'm telling you. Look at them steaks, big old T-bones. Them are gonna be good. And then we've got those cooking still.
Lecture fan here has prepared us a really nice meal. We got T-bone steaks. We put our potatoes right in the fire in tin foil. And everything is perfect, and he set up tables, and this is all improv. This is like just what we brought on the fly.
Right.
And it really couldn't be any more romantic unless there was a candle.
Totally. Thank you. I think the thing I'm most impressed with is that we've got like a table set up here next to the fire.
Right? That is kind of romantic with the fire right there.
Alright, I figured we would do one last vlog to end this thing. It's Sunday morning.
It's 8:40 a.m.
It's 8:40 a.m. Sunday morning. We're all ready to get the heck out of here. I'm wearing wet socks and wet shoes and damp jeans.
Everything got wet overnight.
I've got a warm, dry pair of sweats and sweatpants and new socks that Sugar and Tangerines gave me, and some moccasins I'm gonna wear for the drive home and be super, super warm. Last night we just ate those steaks and potatoes.
I was a champ. I won.
She ate her whole T-bone. I couldn't eat my whole T-bone. So
a lot of hiking.
Did a lot of hiking yesterday. Just wanted to do one last vlog to end this thing. I'm really happy because I got a ton of really cool time lapses, really cool slow motion video of the hike.
This was a really great trip. We had a lot of different temperatures, a lot of different interesting things to look at.
Different weather.
Yeah, different weather, different scenery, lots of different plants and fungus and trees, and there was just a lot going on in the forest. People think the forest might be silent and boring, but it is anything but.
I agree.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, so we've been up for like maybe an hour and a half packing up. Of course, made coffee. That's the only thing I'll usually do on the morning before we get out of here. I'm not gonna sit here and like make breakfast and waste time because we're trying to get out, but coffee is that important, right?
It is that important, especially when you're me. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
It was a success. If it was actually sunny right now, I would be begging to stay one more day.
Right, but yeah, but it rained quite a bit, so everything is wet.
Everything.
It's kind of pain. Which wasn't really in the forecast, but I guess that's why a lot of people don't come camping Memorial Day weekend in Montana, is because it always rains.
That's the Montana saying.
Right. But I think it was worth it because we were the only ones up here.
Yeah. This is the only day it's been uncomfortable. But if today was like yesterday, it would be game on.
The only other thing I was going to show is this creek flowing over here now. Here's our campsite getting torn down. But this was like, it had probably stopped right there if you can tell from the beginning of the video. And then now over the last 2 days, it's literally just turned into a creek right here. Just flowing, flowing, flowing. So that's it.
Memorial Day.